Hi everyone, welcome back to Manatee Local. Got a quick and dirty here as we finally have the agenda for the County Commissioners General Meeting on Tuesday. Understand that the deadline is normally Friday at 2 p.m., but probably because they were late in putting up the supporting documents, the deadline is now Monday at 2 p.m. We can submit public comment for anything that you want to comment about if you cannot attend the meeting in person. Know how to find this. You want to go to the government page when you go to mymanatee.org and then click over BCC meeting and agendas, and that will take you to this page right here, which will show all the meetings and agendas. And here in this section, you can click and submit public comment here. Okay, so you click view upcoming agendas. Please understand that also the Planning Commission Thursday meeting is also up. I'm not going to go through that right now, but I'm going to go click on the regular meeting, which is Tuesday. And there are a couple of things that the public might want to pay attention to and comment on. Okay, this agenda will show the basic process of how the meeting will be conducted and the order of events. Some pretty standard stuff in the beginning, the invocation, pledge, blah, 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 awards and presentations, all the nice stuff that they do for the community and the county's employees. Then the citizens get a chance to discuss future agenda items, things that are not on the agenda for this week, but may appear on future agendas. And you get about 30 minutes for that, and there'll be time at the end if 30 minutes is not enough. Okay. Then there's comments available for the consent agenda items. So the consent agenda is basically a list of items that have already been prepared and just need finalization for the county commissioners to vote on them, and they can be approved in mass. So once they approve the consent agenda, anything that has not been pulled from the consent agenda by when the commissioners will just be approved. And so we've got a number of them here from number 6 to 53 from different departments across the county staff. And even the clerk of court has some stuff here, the county administrator, the county attorney, and various different departments. So you want to look at the supporting documents by clicking on an item, like say, for example, I'm going to click the clerk's consent agenda here. On the right-hand side will pop up all the supporting documents, different bonds, and sometimes it is the draft ordinances or resolutions. Sometimes it's maps. Sometimes other supporting documents, depending on what is coming in front of them. So, for example, here we have a settlement and the county attorney. So there's a lawsuit, we got sued, and there's a settlement, and there it is. So you can see them putting that in for approval. Uh, an issue here is the updated Manatee County Public Library System circulation policy. They've made some changes to the all access passes, and all access isn't all access anymore in every situation. So that's something that people may want to pay attention to. There are a number of things here in financial management. We have to watch these items here because sometimes they push something through and it might have deserved a little bit more public scrutiny. But we have to take the time to look at these things. I mean, most of these things are contracts that have been agreed, things that have been previously agreed upon at previous meetings or have been worked through staff. But sometimes you have to be careful what they throw into the consent agenda. Okay, so like for example, you've got utilities easements, all these warranty deeds. These are normal things that'll go through. Then once they get through the consent agenda, what the portions that are approved, and then they'll discuss the items that were removed from the consent agenda that the commissioners may have had some concern about and wanted to have more discussion of it. One big thing in here is Piney Point, our local pollution stack sitting out in northern Manatee County that when it leaks, we get fish kills and it pollutes Tampa Bay. So Piney Point, number 20, there's a change order here that changes the length of time for the contract for this particular contractor. And you can read, just do a quick pop over here. Okay, this is on the consent agenda. So they're changing the agreement that is already in place for the Piney Point Deep Injection Well pretreatment facility, and so it provides 231 additional calendar days to the construction schedule, adds for more temporary pumping systems and additional time, and for added pretreatment requirements. So that's what's going on here at Piney Point. I don't know if anyone's going to pull that or discuss it, but it's in here, and people should stay on top of the commissioners regarding Piney Point because that's a severe risk of pollution to Tampa Bay and our sensitive environment here. Okay, but probably the most important thing that people are going to get upset about is the in the commissioners other than the stuff in the land use stuff that's coming for public hearings, like the Rye Ranch CDD, and then some of these LDAs, the land use stuff. We have the commissioner agenda items, and there are four of them. Three of them from Commissioner Cruz, one from Commissioner Satcher, and the one from Commissioner Satcher is probably going to get all the attention because this is the one that is going to most likely discuss cutting ties with the ALA. From my point of view, this is just one big virtue signaling waste of time, and it won't save anything, and it will show once more that we're not in the business of actually focusing on what matters, but we're going to focus on something stupid because reasons, right? It's campaign season, and got to show our conservative bona fides. Whatever it is, don't fall for it. Okay. But even though we have a nice effort here by Commissioner Cruz to expand the citizen advisory boards and also reinstate or instate a program for the Manatee County Citizens Academy to educate people, kind of like what I'm doing now, to understand how processes work and how to participate in our first line of government. Okay. With the ALA thing here, this is really offensive. There's nothing here. Okay, there's no information. Yeah, the only thing that we know about this is that Commissioner Satcher has expressed some hostility to the ALA and has suggested cutting ties with the ALA and depriving our librarians of the professional association that services pretty much every reputable library in this country. Anyway, that's what we're looking at. We don't know what's going on. We can only speculate, but uh, Magic 8 Ball says not looking so good. All right. But fortunately, there's been some public comment already. We got a couple here. Glenn Gibolina, God bless you, Glenn, for the record, has has said, look, there's no town halls that have been conducted on this subject, and yet here it is on the agenda. Why didn't he just have a town hall, right? And not at 9 o'clock in the morning when people are supposed to be at work. Have a town hall, have a discussion with your constituents before just throwing something on the agenda that may not be necessary and takes up staff time, right? Yeah, but this is Manatee County. That's too hard to do, apparently. Yeah, and he explains for what the stated values are of the ALA and what they do for us, and it's a great comment here. For the record, Mr. Gibolina. And then here we go, Diana Adams, another great comment here. She has a homeschool family, regular patrons of the library for more than 35 years, and there is no point to micromanaging what the reading materials of the citizens of Manatee County. There's no point to micromanaging it. Okay, we're not here to legislate morality. We're here to make sure that everyone has access to the materials that they like and within reasonable limits. Okay, and this is just kind of a silly thing. She says, we do not support a motion by Commissioner Satcher or any other commissioner who wishes to remove the Manatee County system from the American Library Association. Okay, they provide leadership and for the development, promotion, and improvement of library and information services and the profession of librarianship in order to enhance learning and to ensure access to information to all. Key word is all, right? All, not just people you like. Okay, anyway, so this is the big stuff that's on here. There's more and it doesn't even get into whatever they may. We have no idea what the commissioners and the attorney and the administrator may provide for comments down here at the end, but I have a feeling it's going to be a long day, and there's a lot in here to look at. Anyway, keep vigilant, be involved in your local government, and hopefully we can change things and get them to be more responsive to us. Even if they don't necessarily replace them, maybe we can put enough pressure on them by being informed and being present and being active in our community. Thanks for listening. I hope I wasn't rambling too much, and have a great day. Happy New Year.